Now we will discuss the solution for the assignment. So you know that we are given two questions. One is on the evaluation of investment scheme, that is estimating the returns. Okay, the question was about a chit scheme, and the scheme is explained here. Okay, so it's a 1 lakh chit where 20 members will be there. So it is 20-month duration chit, and each month the each person has to pay 5,000 rupees, and the operator fees will be 5,000 rupees. So in the first month, for the winner, the excluding the operator charges of 5,000 rupees, remaining 95,000 rupees will be given to the winner. In the second month, a collection of 1,01,000 will be happening, because that 1,000 extra will be paid by the previous month winner. So in this way, 5,000 will be held from 1,01,000, and 96,000 will be given to the winner of the second month chit. So that we had discussed here. Just a minute. Yeah. So in this way we had discussed the first month 1 lakh, second month the collection will be 1,01,000, and the winner will be getting around 96,000. Third month it is 1,02,000 collection, 97,000 for the winner, and so on. So for the last month winner, he will be getting around 1,14,000. The question was this: based on this scheme, now you have to write a cash flow diagram assuming you win the money in the zero. So the cash flow diagram will write now. So this is a cash flow diagram. You win the money in the 0th month. You pay 5,000 every month for 20 payments. Okay, and you get 95,000 in the 0th month itself. This is the cash flow diagram. So there will be only one inflow to the member, and there will be 20 outflows from the member. So this you have to keep in mind. So if you want, I can draw this neatly. So the first question, cash flow diagram. So we have, you mark the 0th month, first month payment, second month payment, third month payment, means 4, payment number 4, 5 up to payment 19. So you'll be paying 5K, and from the second month onwards you'll be paying 6K. So this is your outflow, and your inflow is 95K. You win the chit in the first month itself. This is the cash flow name. Now, here it is a bit tricky. Basically, you have to keep in mind few things here. See here, there are 20 payments. So number of payments are number of payments are 20, but the duration are the periods. What it is monthly. If you want to count like this, so 0 to 1 is 30 days. That is 1 month. This is 2 months. This is third complete month, fourth completed month, fifth completed month. Like that, you'll have 19th month completed. So the duration is 19 full months. And the next day, you'll be paying the 20th payment. Okay. So in the beginning of the 20th month, one day, you will pay the 20th payment, and you will be getting the person who is waiting until the end will be getting that. So this information you should keep in mind when we are answering this second question. The second question is this: if you remain invested in such a scheme till the end, compute the interest rate affected by this scheme. Compare with the FD scheme fetching 6% per annum compounded monthly. Okay. So first we will find out the FD scheme. So what is this FD scheme? So in the fixed deposit scheme, if we do fixed deposit at 6% per annum, what we will be getting? So here we will pay 5,000 here, and how many full periods this will have? This will have 19 months full periods. So this is the 0th payment. Next, like this we have 1, 2, 3 up to 19. So the 19th payment, how many you'll pay 5,000? How many months does it have? It has no months. It is 0 months. On that day itself, you'll get a payout. Okay. So this is you pay 5,000 and you have 18 months. You pay 5,000, you have 17 months. So it's something like 19 minus month. So 19 minus 1 is 18. 19 minus 2 is 17. So here 19 minus 19 is 0 months. So this doesn't grow. So this is directly 5,000 plus this whatever is paid in the 18th month has 1 month per growing. So this will grow like 5,000 into 1 plus R. Rate of interest is 6% per annum, but compounded monthly, that is why by 12. So percent power 1 month. It will have only 1 month. Okay. And so on. So the other payment made here at 17 you are paying 5,000, it will have 2 months. So it will fetch you 5,000 into 1 plus R by 100, so 1,200. It will have 2 months. Okay. Similarly, you'll have to add all these things. So this one will fetch you 5,000 into 1 plus 6 by 1,200 power 18, and the last one is 90. So 5,000 into 1 plus 6 by 1,200 power 90. You have to add all these things, plus, dot, 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 dot. All these things we have to add. So then we will get some number. Okay. So this, to calculate this, we will use Excel sheet. So we have entered the values here. So if you are going for a fixed deposit, so zeroth payment. So what we are doing is we are showing the zeroth payment here, 5,000. It will have 19 months. So zeroth payment is 5,000. Interest is 6%, and we are rating. So this is 5,000 C4. This is C4 in power of 1 plus R by 12. D4 is the interest rate 6 in per annum. That we divided by 12 because monthly compounding, and by 100. So power 19 minus B4. So 19 months minus B4. So this will give you 5496. Just to you use the same formula for all the things. So for the last payment, actually it doesn't grow. So same thing will be added. So this is what we have done. So you add up all the values. So if you add up all these values, we are going to get 1,04,896. So if you go on investing every month 5,000, that is you are waiting till the end. You say I don't want the chit, and you go for a FD scheme which is fetching 6%, and you invest in a FD scheme every month for the 20 payments. So you will be getting at the end 1,04,896. The total payment by you is 1 lakh. That is 5,000 you have paid 20 times, and you are going to get 4,896. Now what is the return? What is the actual return? Now we will compare this with a chit scheme. So what happens if you remain invested till the end? If you remain invested till the end, so we'll analyze here. In the chit scheme, so here we got 1,04,896. So in the chit scheme, so if you remain invested till the end in the chit scheme, what you'll get? So you are going to get a value, future value of 1,14,000. Okay. Now, how much you have paid? You have paid 5,000 every month. That is how many full months? 19 months you have paid. Plus last month, which has no compounding effect. So that is 1 month. So this is compounding effect is there. This is no compounding. Okay. So this you will pay 0, 1, 2, 3, up to 18 you pay, which are compounding. And the 19th one will not have the compounding effect. Okay. Now, so what is the equation here? So you have to calculate again the future value. So assume a rate of interest. So assume a rate of interest R per annum, R% per annum. Now, so for the first payment, so this will be equal to R by 12%. So 0, 1, 0th payment. So you are going to have, what is the 0th payment? You are going to pay 5,000. So its future value FV naught will be what? You have the equation, you substitute the equation. So this will have 19 full periods. So 19 full. Okay, we can say I'm investing 5,000 into 1 plus R, rate of interest for 12 months. Yeah, 1 year. But we want per month compounding. So divided by 100, power 19 full months. So this one you are paying again 5,000. So the future value of the first payment is again 5,000 into 1 plus rate of interest per annum, but for 12 months you divide, and this is for 18 months. Okay, and like this, the future value of the 19th, that is the 20th payment, will be 5,000 into 1 plus R by 1,200 power 0, because it will not have any compounding effect. So these equations will plug in our Excel sheet. Okay, here what we are doing is, so the future value is 1,14,000. The payments that we are going to make is 19 payments of 5K, which will have compounding effect, and one last payment of 5K, which will not have any compounding effect. This is what we are going to pay. Now, the first payment is going to be 5,000, and that assume some interest rate here. So let us say 6% interest rate. We are assuming the same interest rate everywhere. So if 6% interest rate, then it is going to compound 19 times. So it is, again, we have inserted this equation. This is 5,000, that is L4 is 5,000 into power, that is 1 plus R by R. R is what? 6 by 1200 power 19 minus K4. 19 minus K4 is 0. 19 minus 0 is 19. So we are going to get this equation. This equation we are going to get. So we are going to get around 496.99 rupees interest for the first 5,000 rupees. If it is 6%, so insert the same equation for the remaining all payments. Now, if you add up all these, you should get this as 1,14,000. Okay, this should be 1,14,000. So this should be 1,14,000. So here you can do trial and error. So you can increase or decrease this and see for what interest rate you are going to get 1,14,000. So if I put it 7% per annum, then it is going to fetch us 1,05,000. Okay, it is very small. So if I put it 10%, then it is 1,08,000. If I put it 20, then it is 1,17,000. So it should be less than 20% per annum. So let us say it is 15%. So 1,12,000. So increase this. So 16%. 1,13,000. Increase this 17% per annum. 1,14,000. So you have to reduce a bit. So decrease this 16.5% per annum. So 1,14,206. So further you have to reduce. Make it 16.4%. 1,14,113. So 16.3%. Yeah. So we are getting close 16.25%. Yeah, a bit more 16.25%. Okay, so 16.259%. Okay, so 16.27%. 16.29%. Okay, so somewhere around 16 point, slightly less than 16.29%. That is the interest that is you are going to get for your investment. Whereas for your fixed deposit scheme, the interest was 6% per annum. Here you are going to get how much? 16%, 10% more than your FD scheme. So this is the answer for your second question. So with the FD scheme, we are going to get only 6%, whereas in the if you remain invested in the CHIT scheme, you are going to get 16%, which is very good returns. Okay. Now, the third question is, assume you win the money in the 0th month. Now you have to, and you don't have any expenditure. Now you can invest this in some instrument. You have to suggest two possible avenues where you could invest and get higher returns in the same duration. Okay, so you have the option to get that 95,000 rupees in the first month, and you can invest it somewhere 95,000 somewhere, and you should get more than that 16%. This is the question. So now you have to write your answers according to your understanding. So many of you, so what is the observation here? So the observation is the FD scheme is fetching you 6% per annum, and your CHIT scheme is fetching you 16% per annum, which is very high. Okay, so which is good. So CHIT scheme has very good returns compared to FD. So this is your understanding. Okay, now in the third part, so you are supposed to write two possible opportunities for investing 95K and getting more than 16% per annum effective rate of interest. So you have to tell. So 16%. So if you can invest 95K, then your rate of interest should be greater than 16%, and you will get a future value of some amount. So as per this thing, so you know this, you know this. So your future value you can calculate, depending on which instrument you are talking about. Okay, so for that you have to write your observations. Many of you have written, I will invest in stocks, I will invest in mutual funds. You have to give, you are supposed to give a numerical justification to show. Just now we have shown all this with numericals, right? So you have to give a numerical justification for your choice. Whatever you are choosing to invest, you should give a numerical justification. So here we end our, this is about the assignment solution. Now you can check what is the answer you have got. So many of you have written 14%. Okay, so you invest 1 lakh and you get 14,000 extra, that is 14%. So that's not correct actually. Okay, you are not paying 1 lakh and you are not getting 14,000 in exactly 1 year. You are not paying 1 lakh at a time. You are paying 5,000. Okay, you have an opportunity to distribute your payments and accumulate that to 1 lakh, and still you are getting 14,000 rupees. So that accounts to 16% per annum. Okay, thank you.